Check, check, 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
School, your Sandwich High School Women's. Here tonight's starting lineups. First, the Falmouth Winners. At defense, senior number 2, Ronnie Curtis. At defense, senior number 5, Jordan Schlesinger. At offense, sophomore number 6, Sterling Beckman. At offense, senior number 4, Jacob Asado. At center, senior number 23, Nick Campani. Number 4, senior number 30, Kevin Dewar. And now your Cedric's tournament. At defense, freshman number 10, Drew McKinnon. At defense, senior number 8, Captain Andrew Childers. At flatback, sophomore number 27, Mike Barroso. At right sophomore number 21, Rob Martello. At center, senior number 33, Jonathan Stutson. And in goal, senior number 30, Carson Seminole.
A pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Live on YouTube from Gallo Arena in Buzzards Bay, it is Sandwich High School versus Falmouth High School. Hello, everybody, I'm Jim McCabe. I'll be providing play-by-play on this one. It is a battle of Upper Cape teams. Not teams in the same division, but teams in the same league. Things get confusing with the MIAA, but these two teams will be in a new division soon, the Cape and Islands League. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But this is a big game for both of these teams. Sandwich on the season is 4-2-2, 4 wins, 2 losses, 2 ties. Falmouth is 5-1-1. First time we're seeing Falmouth in the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. We're going to have them a few more times. And in case you're not sure, it is Falmouth, the road team. They are wearing almost, I think those colors are maroon. Either maroon or dark red with the white trim. Sandwich is the home team. They are wearing, of course, the white jerseys, the blue pants, and the blue trim. Here is a shot, and Carson Schemenauer makes the save on that offering from the point by Jonah Schlesinger, and that's how we start things off. Looks like the clock may have not started on time because it says there's just been 5 seconds ticked off of it. So we got a little bit of bonus hockey there, I think. This one skated ahead, trying to get around his man. Dragged down a little bit on the way to the net was Jonathan Stutzman. And what do we have here? A hooking call against Falmouth. No penalty shot, a hooking call. So Sandwich, less than a half minute into this game, is going on the power play. Penalized player for Falmouth, Jonas Schlesinger. As I learned in the last game, zooming can get problematic when it's yours truly filming, so things on the far end of the ice, do our best. Falmouth had a little 2-on-1 there for a moment, kind of dissipated, but still throwing it out in front was Nick Champagny, but nothing happening there. Near end of the ice, we'll see things very clearly. Far end of the ice, you'll have to rely a little more on my play-by-play. Trying to step through there was Andrew Childers, kind of similar to the last moment Sandwich had it in the offensive zone. This is a shot coming in, save, rebound, not able to be put in by Childers. After shooting it was Sean Connolly. Oh, there was a celebration beginning there. From here, it looked like that was popped in. It was not, though. Power play continues, a minute and change on it. Stuck off the far half wall. And since we're here in the corner, I've decided I'm going to go with geographical locators. I know I've gone back and forth on that, but the end where the puck is going to be the far wall. Over here, show the camera to the right, that's the near side. Andrew Childers passes down low. It's sent on to the near side now, trying to shoot it. Drew McKinnon, but it was blocked. And Falmouth will get this and hurl it down the ice. The clearing job there from Robbie Curtis. Sandwich trying to escape pressure in their own zone, still on the power play. Jake Rosado may have been wiser to play that back to his defense. Instead, he tried to play it forward, and Sandwich will get it and skate it up and try and set things up here with McKinnon. Shooting, save made by the starting goalie for Falmouth. That is Kevin Duarte, D-U-A-R-T-E. It is pronounced Duarte. Carson Schemenauer has started all the games for Sandwich. Man tried to drag it behind his own net there, Nick Champagny, and actually hit it off the side of the post as he was trying to move it ahead. Nothing happened there, though, as far as an opportunity for Sandwich. This pass going through Rob Cardillo and all the way down, and actually, this is icing. There's Carson Schemenauer, and you see him. He has started every game for Falmouth High School, for better or for worse. Sandwich's last game was a 5-0 loss to Marshfield. That was on Saturday. Duarte has started all but one game for Falmouth. Senior, one of the captains on the Falmouth team. North Wilson, a junior, has started one game. Now this pass to Sean Connolly. Connolly fanned on it. He got the feed from Gavin Johnston. The other way, Schemenauer stops a pretty routine shot from Robbie Curtis. And we remain scoreless as we have played 2 minutes and 45 seconds of this first period. Face off in the Sandwich end. Andrew Childers plays it along for Rob Cardillo. Cardillo up the wing. Cardillo chips and chases, but he's going to get called for icing. Told you Sandwich's last game. How about Falmouth's last game? It was a 10-1 drubbing of Dennis Yarmouth. Well, since it's the first time we're seeing Falmouth, we'll tell you about their top point producers. Let's just tell you the double-digit ones. How about Stone Devlin, just a sophomore, but he's got 8 goals and 5 assists. And there's one other player in double digits for Falmouth. That would be Nick Champagny with 7 goals and 4 assists. Comes out in front, shot, along. Falmouth couldn't get a shot on goal there, but the puck was right in front of the Sandwich net. Somehow able to keep it in the zone. Jake McKenzie, he was one versus a couple of Sandwich players there right on the line. This one does go out to center. Falmouth, though, they tag up. The Falmouth Clippers versus the Sandwich Blue Knights. Childers turns it over. Here's Champagny. Nice toe save by Schemenauer after a little toe drag there from Champagny. The other way, it's Jonathan Stutzman. Stutzman just gets rid of it. Pressure here from Sandwich. Good pace to this one. We're 4 minutes in. Nothing to score. Thanks for being with us live on YouTube for this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Pass goes through, intended for Stone Devlin. May have touched the stick. It's no icing. Sent away from Falmouth pressure in the offensive zone. Sandwich gets it out of their own end. Down the ice, and no icing, as it'll be Duarte greeting it. Clippers get out of the zone. Quickly in transition. Schemenauer watches that one go by from Stone Devlin. It'll be fed along the far side boards. Jake Rosado will chase it down to the corner right below us, but it's stashed away from him by Colin Norkovicius. Sandwich having trouble clearing first time. Second time, success is there. But it's regathered by the Clippers in their own end. Passed along the far side in the neutral zone. Cross the line, thrown along by Matt Massini. Chasing this is Max McDonald. Behind the net, playing with it is Massini, but then Sandwich able to get it back. However, a defensive zone draw for Sandwich as Caleb McDermott clears it right out of play. That's a penalty in the NHL, not in Massachusetts high school hockey. Devlin and Champagny, those two players I mentioned, are the leading goal scorers as well with 8 and 7 respectively. Childers, number 8 for Sandwich, gets it to Cardillo in the neutral zone. Try to get it to Jonathan Stutzman, a little bit of trouble there. And Falmouth's number 16, Max McDonald, plays it ahead. Not farther than the red line, Falmouth could not advance. Pretty even game so far. Falmouth has, I think, gotten a few more quality chances, and Schemenauer has made the stops, including that really, the best one so far was that Champagny curl and drag, and met with resistance by the toe save of Schemenauer. Bunked off the M boards and then spiked away by Sandwich. This pass evades Rob Cardillo. They'll get to the red line and chip it ahead, and now going with it, Zachary Brooks. Brooks dealt with in the corner by Jonah Schlesinger. Fed along the boards as Sandwich keeps the pressure on. Under 9 to go in this first period. It's back for a shot. Save made. Duarte on that offering from Caleb McDermott. Let's tell you about the sponsor for this game. It is Cape Cod Healthcare. Cape Cod Healthcare's urgent care centers, ER-trained doctors, urgent care convenience in Hyannis, Sandwich, Falmouth, and Harwich. Get fast access to expert care for minor injuries, illness, or to x-ray suspected sprain or broken bone. No appointment necessary. Visit www.capecodhealthcare.org. Sorry, that's www.capecodhealth.org for more information. Cape Cod Healthcare, urgent care. Right there, Sandwich had a chance, and a big save made by Duarte. Big rebound was kicked out, and then Falmouth iced the puck. And now 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first period. Live here at Gallo Arena. Great crowd here watching this one. Home of Sandwich, and of course for Falmouth, it's not that far of a drive either. Shot came in. It was gloved down by Max Roman for Falmouth. Sent it the other way on the near wing. Shooting it. That one blocked from Nick Champagny. It's fed to Champagny off the far half wall. Champagny, another curl and drag. Save made. Schemenauer. Nick Champagny can really affect that move quite well. And he'll stay out there and take this draw. His wingers are Jake Rosado and Stone Devlin. And it's 1-2 Devlin, who spins it deep. Rosado gets checked on the end boards by Childers. Trying the center is Devlin. It pops up and comes onto the near side for Jack Hemian to try and skate out, but Falmouth's all over that. Devlin dealt with. Played around the end boards by Sandwich. Back to the possession of Falmouth. Hurled over the net. Throwing it right out in front was Rosado. Sandwich takes over from there. Sean Connolly up the left wing. Connolly trying to drag it into the middle. Problems. But coming in and shooting it was Mike Barrasso, and the save was made by Duarte. A little bit of a hopper there, but otherwise not that much of a problem for Duarte. Duarte's up-to-date stats, his goals against average is 1.67. His save percentage is .906. We don't have the up-to-date numbers for goaltending for Carson Schemenauer. But we've got all the stats for the skaters for both teams. Behind his own net is Colin Norkovicius. Falmouth takes the puck back. It's guided to the point. And then sent back to Jake McKenzie. McKenzie tried to shoot it. It was deadened by Jake Campbell. To the corner below us, and then played around the end boards. Getting to this will be Jake Campbell. Campbell couldn't get it around the boards. It was cut down. Backhander right in front. Easy save for Schemenauer. Off of the shot from, was that Sam Olsen or Mike Camiso? I'm not sure which one it was. I had my head down. They were both in the slot. Shot from the point, and the Falmouth then by Norkovicius going wide. And Falmouth given the chance to get it out to the neutral zone. Sandwich has the 5 skaters out there they had before, but they all relaxed on the forecheck a little bit. Falmouth had new players coming though, and so they've got new ones out there right now. It is this top line. Champagny trying to cut through the circle, fell. The other way, Connolly passes off the stick of Hemian. Battle for the puck in the neutral zone. It'll be Champagny as far as the blue line before it's sent the other way by Zachary Brooks. And it's Jonas Schlesinger now for Falmouth. Finds some open space off the boards. Everybody kind of slowed down a little bit, but that was not going to go for icing. Just had the one penalty in this one. It's belonged to Sandwich, and they're 0 for 1. Falmouth good on forechecking pressure, but Sandwich has been pretty good about getting it out of their zone. They haven't given Falmouth too much extended time of offensive zone pressure. Champagny got to the slot, but there was a host of Sandwich players there. Ahead from Cardillo. Stutzman trying to chase it down away from him. And then it's back in the Sandwich zone for Drew McKinnon. This has really been kind of a chess match right now. Turnover, backhander, Schemenauer to save off Max McDonald. Players battling for it near half wall. Eventually it's Childers with it. Childers got it to the man that was involved in that little incident a moment ago. That was Charlie Casino. Plopped in from neutral ice by Falmouth, and that one almost came out in the front. Schemenauer had to be ready, but as it was, Childers took care of it. Centering attempt by McDonald cut down. Stutzman plays it out. Cardillo can't get past Max Roman, but it's not cleared. Cardillo will just fling it wide of the net. One new player coming out there for Falmouth, and that's Zachary Brooks. Pressure here from Falmouth, Sandwich rather, it's Sean Connolly. Connolly right out in front. It goes on back for the blast. Campbell wide. Under 4 minutes to go in a very fast-moving first period. Airmailing this one into the offensive zone is Caleb McDermott. One man in on the forecheck, it's Connolly. Can't get to the puck, cleared out by Falmouth. Back and forth we go. No score yet, brought in by Connolly. Pulls up, Connolly. A cross-ice pass actually goes over. Falmouth trying to clog the middle, but couldn't. It'll go to the far side half wall for Jake Campbell, and he'll play it across, but it goes out the center. Less than 3.5 to go in the first period. Falmouth just dumps it in to the offensive zone. Backpedaling is McDermott. He sees what's coming and can't get it past the blue line. It was close, but no cigar. Now this time he does. McDermott clears it. And now Stutzman gets this at the blue line. Stutzman makes a move. Stutzman makes another move. The backhander, Duarte makes the save. Jonathan Stutzman there bidding for his first goal. He's the assist guy. Yeah, slippery move there. Puck goes around the end boards in the sandwich zone. Campbell plays it into traffic, and Stutzman can't walk past a couple of Falmouth defenders, but the puck does go out the center, but it'll be Falmouth possessing here for as long as I can get that play-by-play sentence out. Sandwich had it. Falmouth gets it back. This pass goes through the stick of Nick Champagny and right in on Schemenauer, who lets it bounce off him. Backhanded along by Brooks. Falmouth gets it right back into the sandwich zone. Who is going to blink first? Connolly skates it ahead on the far wing. Connolly getting around Robbie Curtis. Puck to the end boards. Falmouth gets it back. Right up the gut. Hopping along is Rosado. Jake Rosado has got help in the form of Stone Devlin, but Sandwich in the right spot there. Now less than 100 seconds to go in the first period. Childers plays it ahead. Chasing this down will be Max Roman, and no icing here. Pressure from Sandwich. It comes back for a blast by Drew McKinnon going wide. Childers able to keep it in. It'll go back from Roman. Roman looks. Puts it up in the air. And it does go out, but not very far. Sandwich looking for it, but it'll go back for Max Roman. Roman dumps it in. Childers sends it right out in front. Good communication there from Sandwich. Played out in front. There was nobody there for Falmouth. There was everybody there for Sandwich. Cardillo trying to slip through. And just unable to. Close. How many times, though, have we said that in this first? Players making the move, and just that last move they need to make on a series of moves. The last one is unsuccessful. Under a half minute remaining in the first. It is Hemian. Off of the player who was heading off for the change. Sandwich came close there to being called for too many men, but no call was made. Less than 10 seconds to go. One more rush for Falmouth. It's Champagny with one other man going to the net. Gets around his man. Centers! Scores! Stone Devlin! With 1 second left in the first period. Devlin has scored. Don't let the Sandwich player who fell there see that on replay. He'll get sick. That was Caleb McDermott, the number 23 counterpart. And that's it. Wow, Falmouth scores in the last second of the first period. And we'll take a break and come back. Welcome back, everybody, to Gallo Ice Arena in Buzzards Bay for this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week between Sandwich High School and Falmouth High School. It is 1-0 Falmouth after one period of play. The Clippers scored in the last second. I think the official time of the goal was 14:57, but there was only 1 second on the clock after the goal was scored. Goal scoring for Stone Devlin from Nick Champagny. Champagny made his man miss on the near side and threw it out in front. There were a couple of Falmouth players going hard to the net. Devlin was kind of the trailer, but ripped that past Carson Schemenauer. And so for Devlin, that's goal number 9 on the season. For Champagny, it's assist number 5 and point number 12. Devlin is up to 14 points. Nick Champagny, what a first period he had. Dazzling moves all over the place. Saved the best one for the last second of the period. Champagny's had a busy 2018-2019 season. His EliteProspects.com profile says he's played 20 games for the Boston Advantage U18, actually 28 games for the Boston Advantage U18, and scored 6 goals. Also played 4 games last season for the Cape Cod Islanders in the North American 3 Hockey League. And of course, Falmouth High School shares the Falmouth Ice Arena with the Islanders. Here in this second period, Sandwich is on the far end of the ice. Their net is, and Falmouth's is to our left. Thanks so much for being with us. Wednesday night hockey here on the Cape. First period was a good one. Big chess match, but entertaining nonetheless. And then Falmouth came through at the end. Just one power play in the first period belonging to Sandwich. Good effort from his back. Rob Cardillo played it deep. And now it's Robbie Curtis skating along with it. Curtis got that under Jake Rosado. Rosado fell on his belly, and the puck went right underneath him. And now a whistle and a stoppage. And what do we have here? A non-penalty whistle. It's going to be a face-off in the neutral zone. And the face-off win for Falmouth. The pass ahead for Jake McKenzie. Had several Sandwich players in his vicinity. McKenzie still with it on the near side, but Falmouth is forced out to the neutral zone, and it's Max Roman playing it ahead. A little cross-up on the part of Falmouth, and it'll go down for icing. Since this is our first time broadcasting a Falmouth game, we will tell you about their history and just to let you know that they won the Division I state championship in 1996. No state champions in 1983, but Falmouth was the Eastern Massachusetts Division II champ, and they were D2 champs also in 1981 and 1979. Pass out in front, and having to circle around there to get control of that, Zachary Brooks. It never happened. Brooks plays it along. Almost a turnover there for Falmouth, or for Sandwich, to Falmouth. Now chasing this down is Jack Hamilton. Hamilton tries to clear it off the boot of Sean Connolly. Hamilton finds it and plays it around. And then it's down the ice. Collecting this is going to be Caleb McDermott, but McDermott turns it over. And it's back into possession of Sandwich. I guess it really wasn't a turnover. It actually just bounced off the Falmouth stick and back to Sandwich possession. Here are the Blue Knights getting it out the center, not farther than the red line. Champagny gets around the man. Champagny passes it front. Devlin can't beat Schemenauer that time. That was almost the replay of the end of the first period. In fact, Devlin may have been denied by Schemenauer twice. It is Champagny losing it. Sandwich can't clear. Shot. Schemenauer, the save on Robbie Curtis is offering. We played 3 minutes and 6 seconds of this second period. Backhanded along by Jake Rosado. Point-to-point passing and then just flipped deep by Robbie Curtis. It goes behind the net. Trying to turn out in front there. Jake Rosado. Sandwich gets it back. Pass out to center ice. Robbie Curtis can't stop the advancement, but then Sandwich doesn't get past shallow depth of the offensive zone. Cleared out to center. Kevin Duarte thinking about coming out to play. He'll go with the conservative play. And Robbie Curtis gets it out to center ice. Ahead with us near side, Stone Devlin. Devlin is stick checked by Robbie Childers. Andrew Childers, beg your pardon. Champagny shot. Schemenauer, the save. Champagny out in front. Making that stop. Taking a look at the crowd here at Gallo Ice Arena. Sounds like there's some Falmouth supporters here based on the first goal that was scored, but looks like a majority Sandwich crowd. Had a couple of games before this one. Played here this evening. I don't know how far back the schedule went, but there were at least 2 games played, including a JV version of these 2 teams. Falmouth puck passing here in the offensive zone, but it's left on the half wall. And trying to force the issue, Sean Connolly. Connolly, dogged in the pursuit there, but Falmouth will hold on. And it'll be funneled along the end boards for Darren McDonald. McDonald gets rid of it, and now it's Max McDonald. McDonald in front almost on McDonald's connection there, just off the stick of Darren. And now Max McDonald again turns it out in front. Save made Schemenauer. Man coming in is Roman, and that one would not go. More jamming in front for Falmouth, but Schemenauer keeps it all out. Wareham, this was a varsity game, beating New Bedford Votech 4-2. And I'm about 90% sure the final score in the JV game was 3-0. That was at last check. That Falmouth beat Sandwich in the JV. Cardillo's shot, save made. Duarte. Simple zone entry. Bob Cardillo, a dangerous player. Can't be asleep when he's out there. It is Childers pushing it. Cardillo has it go off his stick. And turning and firing with this one in the deep slot, Jake McKenzie. Falmouth can't get anything going there, but they repossess in the neutral zone, and it's dumped in. And it's grabbed by Childers, thrown to the far side, and Sandwich will get this out. This pass, though, a little bit behind Rob Cardillo, and then it bounces off of one of the official skates. So no luck for Sandwich there. It's a little bit more even of first period as far as zone time. I said actually Sandwich was doing a great job keeping the puck out of their own zone for long spells, but here in the second, that has not been the case. It has been Falmouth keeping him pinned in, but not getting on the score sheet in addition to their first period tally. Now deep into the Falmouth end. And it'll be Stone Devlin playing it ahead for Nick Champagny. Champagny getting through the neutral zone. Champagny forced wide. He'll get to the puck. Champagny behind the net. Taken away from him and sent to the near side. And look out here for Sean Connolly with a player going to the net, but Connolly can't get it out in front. He had 2 Sandwich players going to the net. It's the other way. Champagny passes. Devlin back for Champagny. And what passing there between those two. chemistry off the charts, but that time they could not finish. Sandwich has got to be feeling like they should have gotten something out of their last trip up the ice, but the puck just not hustled enough to an open man. Just about at the halfway point of regulation, 1-0 the score. Falmouth scored in the last second of the first period, a goal from Stone Devlin. Centering attempt would not work out. And now it's Jack Hemian, far side. Sandwich player got knocked down behind the net. And what do we have? May have something. While they're figuring this out, or while we're figuring this out, we'll tell you about this game being sponsored this evening by Cape Cod Healthcare. Their urgent care centers feature ER-trained doctors. Urgent care convenience, Hyannis, Sandwich, Falmouth, and Harwich. Visit www.capecodhealth.org. For more information, Cape Cod Healthcare, urgent care. And let's see. We have a face-off in the Falmouth end. And we've got 4 players out there, so this is a power play for Sandwich. Out of that little scrum, the penalized player was Nick Champagny. So you bet that Sandwich is thrilled that he's off the ice for 2 minutes, or they hope maybe less if they can score here. Out of play. Another Cape Cod High School game of the week. Our next one is going to feature Falmouth once again. And that will be on Saturday. Falmouth takes on Nauset. Power play here for Sandwich. Hemian plays it out for Childers. Back for Hemian. Poked away from him, and that's that. Childers, or Hemian rather, not happy about that. He slammed his stick in frustration on the boards. But it is brought back in by Hemian. A drop pass. What a kick save made by Duarte on the blast from Sean Connolly. It is a shot from downtown. And it deflects in front and out of play. Best save of the game for Kevin Duarte. Hard shot came in and he stuck out that leg. Thanks for being with us on this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Jim McCabe here with you. Live on YouTube. Appreciate all the folks that are tuning in. Of course, we'll have this game on archive as well. Sandwich power play continues. The bomb's coming from Cardillo, and it's deflected out of play. One more time. With 42 seconds remaining on the man advantage. And again, the penalized player, Champagny. Face-off will be between Jonathan Stutzman and Jake Rosado. It is tied up. Credit the win, though, to Rosado. Robbie Curtis around the boards, kept in by Sandwich. It's dropped back for Stutzman. Shot off the top of the glass from Caleb McDermott. Good power play for Sandwich. They are really moving the puck around well. Forced out the center. If they can hustle, maybe they'll get a little bit more time out of this. Or perhaps it'll be Jonas Schlesinger getting it out to center. That's exactly what happens, despite the effort by Sean Connolly to keep it in. And now a penalty is coming up to Sandwich. There was a collision in the neutral zone. And one of the players involved there is going to get called for interference. So Falmouth is going on its first power play. And we'll have very brief 4-on-4. 7 seconds to be exact. Penalized player, Jonathan Stutzman. Well, you talk about Champagny not being a player you want to see in the sin bin if you're Falmouth. Stutzman, the same deal for Sandwich. He's very good. And they'll be without his services here for a little bit. See if Sandwich's penalty kill looks as good as its other special team. Cleared out by Sandwich here on this first try. It's Robbie Curtis Passing for Nick Champagny. Champagny crosses the blue line. Champagny one-handed. Goes around from behind. Comes out, passes Robbie Curtis. Curtis tries to return it. A little bit of interruption there. And now more interruptions stolen away and cleared down the ice by Childers. Now shorthanded, this is shorthanded coming out in front. Rob Cardillo, but he was manhandled before he could get a shot off. Falmouth kind of fell asleep there on that shorthanded opportunity for Cardillo. Again, Rob Cardillo, you cannot do that with him. Now a Falmouth player gets decked, that's Devlin. And this might be another penalty against Sandwich. It's a holding call, and it's 5-on-3. I believe this penalty is on Sandwich. It is, and it's on Cardillo. Five on three for a full minute. Big moment here in this one. The way this has been going, first period was very defensive. Stick goes flying up. That's a Falmouth player, that's Champagny, who as soon as he gets the stick back, loaded up and was ready for a pass, but it never came to him. Falmouth will go back in. It's Stone Devlin pulling up near side, passes Champagny. Champagny looking, passing, Devlin. McDermott may have tipped that just a little bit. Falmouth holding on here. Now it's Tommy Peterson. First time we're calling his name. Across. It's back for Champagny on the pass from Max Roman. Champagny shoots it, I think. Hard to tell. Anyway, it stayed out. Roman, Champagny, right through the crease. It's Roman picking up again. It is back for Peterson. It is in the near circle. Champagny shooting it wide. Power play number one is over. Stutzman is out. He immediately joins the play. It's 5-on-4. Pass back for Champagny. He'll go around the net. Champagny for Peterson. This power play unit's been out there for a while. Champagny shot, save made. Stutzman couldn't quite clear the rebound. He tried to make a little drag move there to get it out. Now it's a shot taken and a big sliding block there from Stutzman. Makes up for his, I won't say mistake, but certainly made a good move there. Blocking it from Roman. Shot, save, Schemenauer from in tight and cleared by Sandwich. Played around the M boards in the Falmouth end, and they're out to center. Champagny gets this puck. Champagny shoots. Schemenauer, the save. Champagny looking for it behind the net. Sandwich can't clear. Shot. Schemenauer's got that offering from Darren McDonald. And there's 1 second left on the power play. Sandwich hoping this will generate some momentum their way. Killing off a minute of 5-on-3 time. .237 left in the second period. Face-off win for Falmouth. There goes the next power play. Drive from the point by Curtis off the end boards. It'll be Curtis bringing it in. Curtis trying to ride the wave. Threw it out in front. Goes on to the near side. Jonas Schlesinger gets it around the sliding block attempt there from Rob Cardillo. Shot. Schemenauer the save on the offering from Sam Olsen. Now out the center. Sandwich would like a vacation from its own zone for a little bit here. They've spent most of the second period in the defensive zone. Pounding it off the boards, Robbie Curtis. Jack Hemian could not just go in with it because it would have been offside, so he had to rainbow it in. And no pressure here from Sandwich. It's Jake McKenzie spinning. Had his back to the net. Nothing happening on that play with under 90 seconds remaining in the second. Played around the end boards by Drew McKinnon. Pressure from Falmouth. Reversed. Nobody practically from Falmouth on this side, but by the time Mike Barrasso gets to it, that's no longer the case. Battle for the puck right there in front of the Falmouth bench. They got the best view of it. Those Falmouth players sitting down right now. Except they're not really sitting. Most of them are standing. Delayed off silence on Falmouth. Hammy in. Got a little stick in the midsection there, it looked like. Backhanded along by Zachary Brooks. It's brought in. Hammy in, though. Well defended. And now stepping the other way is Jake Rosado. Rosado is in! Save Schemenauer! There's the whistle! Breakaway opportunity for Jake Rosado, and Schemenauer denied him. Falmouth player down. I think that's Rosado, but he is slowly getting back up. 42 seconds remaining in the second period. No score here in the second. Still just the one goal from the first. But almost another last-minute goal right there from Falmouth. In the last period, it was a literal last-second goal. This one's cleared down the ice, and this will be icing. So they'll go right back down the ice and do this face-off again. Champagny to take this draw against Stutzman. Poked out the center. Sean Connolly. And now it's John Stutzman. Out in front! Right on the doorstep! Cardillo couldn't finish. And clear down the ice. Sandwich will get an offensive zone draw. I mean, Cardillo was right there. Off this face-off, it's Curtis with just 13 seconds left. Played out by Devlin. Chasing this down is Rosado. And he can't get a clean look on it. 4 seconds left. Played ahead. Not enough time for Connolly, I don't think. And that's it for the second period. Setting up for a thrilling finish. It is still 1-0. Falmouth leads Sandwich after 2 periods of play here in this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. It is just about time for the third period to begin here at Gallo Ice Arena. This Cape Cod High School hockey game of the week between Falmouth and Sandwich. It is 1-0 Falmouth after 2 periods of play. Just 1 goal in this one, scored by Stone Devlin in the last second of the first period. There's been great action both ways. Sandwich had a quality chance. A centering feed for Rob Cardillo just would not go. And in the last minute of the second period, that was probably Sandwich's best chance. Both goaltenders have been good in this one, but we do have 1 goal that is on the scoreboard. Both teams are 0 for 2 on the power play. Almost the pass that could have been home run time for Jake Rosado to go in all alone, but that one just didn't work out. Now this attempt by Falmouth's Robbie Curtis to get it in deep would not work, and players going back and forth in the neutral zone. It's Andrew Childers. He'll just backhand it. He was 1 versus 3. Somebody lost their stick. Doesn't look broken, just looks lost. And now it is Sean Connolly. Connolly battling in the corner. Connolly plops it out to the point for Drew McKinnon. McKinnon across for Andrew Childers. Childers, a shot that's knocked down by Caleb McDermott in the circle. And then that's it for that chance. That loose stick proves to be an active participant in this shift. Now it's sent into the Sandwich end. One of the referees will take that stick and trying to get it over to one of the benches. I'm not sure which one that belongs to, though. Centering attempts. First didn't go from Sam Olsen. The second time it did, but now cleared out by Sandwich. Turns out that was a Sandwich stick. It is back to the line for a shot by Jake Campbell going wide. Caleb McDermott tried to keep it in near side. Going out the center, and good hustle on the back check there by Jake Campbell. Now Campbell's got it in his own zone, starting out with it. Campbell gets it out the center. A charging effort by Darren McDonald. And then Falmouth does get it back in. It is McDermott playing it along near side. He got checked by Matt Massini. And it's Darren McDonald turning, firing it out to neutral. Harry Hennessy couldn't get it in deep, thanks to Jake Campbell. Campbell pushes his man in the corner. That was Darren McDonald. Puck along the M boards. It is McDonald getting it out for Robbie Curtis. Thought that was offside. It won't matter now as it's cleared down the ice. And icing is the call. Head coaches Jordan Moore for Sandwich, Paul Moore for Falmouth. Paul Moore's M-O-O-R-E, Jordan Moore's M-O-H-R-E. Try to get a figuring out of how long Paul Moore has been the head coach of Falmouth. I didn't ask him. Probably would have been the smarter idea, but you know how these things go sometimes. The smartest idea isn't always the one that gets used. But head coach Moore said he remembers, that's Sandwich head coach Moore saying he remembers Falmouth head coach Moore coaching when Sandwich head coach Moore was a player at Sandwich. So that's a long time. Jordan Moore has been the head coach of Sandwich now for, he told me, he's been with the program for about a decade now. And so probably double that for Falmouth's coach Moore. This one counts as right in on Schemenauer, thrown in and off of his defenseman Andrew Childers, and Schemenauer had to be ready. Off this face-off, it goes behind the Sandwich net. It is Stone Devlin getting it out. Flying saucer, look out here, Robbie Curtis. Folks down to my left got nervous. They have nothing really to be nervous about there, but Brought in by Falmouth. Schemenauer stops his man in front, and then it goes in. It is Nick Champagny with the goal. And it's 2-0 Falmouth. Champagny with the assist earlier. And now with the goal. It's right off the face-off. Schemenauer's got this one, or no, he doesn't. Oh, it stayed out. Jake McKenzie, though, able to glove it back. Another shot. And this one goes right through the crease from Sam Olsen. Hearing another name called, I thought that was Champagny's goal. I might be wrong, though. I'll have to take another look at the replay and see exactly what happened there. Jammed out the center. Sandwich keeps this in. We played 5 minutes of this third period. This one comes out to the line. Andrew Childers' shot missing just a little bit. Kept in on the wall by Drew McKinnon. Right on the line there, grabbed by Childers. Shot just goes wide of the net. Max Roman for Falmouth. Can't clear. And now it is poked out the center. Grabbed back by Sandwich. Across the line, McKinnon. In front. Reaching out for that one is Duarte, the Falmouth goaltender. Pressure continues here from Sandwich. Jason Schlesinger tried to play it back. And it goes all the way down. Big check. It comes out in front. That was a huge collision between Andrew Childers and Matt Massini. They haven't gotten a whistle since the Falmouth goal has been scored. Great move from Darren McDonald. Right to the net, finally checked off his stick at the last second. It is work back for Bobby Curtis rather. And now trying to get it back for Harry Hennessy, didn't work. And Sandwich pushing it the other way. We're almost at the halfway point of this third period now. Just a little lull in the action here. Now cleared down the ice. This is icing on Falmouth. Taking another look at the replay. Have to get back to you on what exactly happened on that second Falmouth goal. It's back for a shot attempt from Childers at the right point, stopped. Counted off the boards. Champagny trying to advance out in front. Schemenauer denies Devlin, but not the second chance from Jake Rosado. And Falmouth is up 3-0. 3-0 the score with 7:22 remaining in the third. That goal for Rosado is his 4th on the season, and now we've gotten a timeout called by Sandwich. .7:22 remaining in the third period. Champagny trying to step in, unsuccessful. Now it's Devlin in front for Champagny. Champagny, Devlin hits the post. Champagny try to get it out to the point man, Tommy Peterson, but it goes all the way down. So Sandwich calling the timeout after the Rosado goal. Hustling ahead, Mike Comesso, he gets it to Nick Champagny. Slapper goes out of play. To tell you about our sponsor for this game, it is Cape Cod Healthcare. Cape Cod Healthcare's urgent care centers, ER-trained doctors, urgent care convenience, Hyannis, Sandwich, Falmouth, and Harwich. Get fast access to expert care for minor injuries, illness, or to x-ray suspected sprain or broken bone. No appointment necessary. Visit capecodhealth.org for more information. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. 3-0 the score. The latest goal scorer is Jake Rosado. And a whistle and a stoppage here. Caleb McDermott tries to clear, unsuccessful. Pumped along the near side boards by Jonas Schlesinger. Jake McKenzie feeds it to the corner. Mike Comesso gets it out to the line. Shot is tipped. Nobody knows where it is for a moment. Stutzman finds it for Sandwich, but he had to worry about an open ice check possibility. Now sent back deep by Falmouth, and it'll be taken by Jake Campbell. Turnover! Score! No, what? I thought that went in. I think that hit the back bar and came right back out. I think Darren McDonald had a goal there. I think that went in off the hard part, the backbone, the spine, if you will, of the net, and came right back out. I think Sandwich gets a break. Now it's McDonald out in front. Neutralization of the stick of Matt Massini, thanks to the work of Drew McKinnon. Andrew Childers passes ahead. Now sent back in. 4.5 minutes to go in the third period. Take some time after the game concludes here. Take another look at that second Falmouth goal. Meanwhile, Sandwich has a 3-goal deficit to overcome. And it's icing. Face off in the Sandwich end. And it's cleared down. And Duarte's going to come out here because Sean Connolly is advancing. We'll see if we can. We'll try it one more time, and then if it's not successful in the next one, we'll just wait till the end here. With less than 4 minutes to go, it's brought in, and this is offside. And we will have a face-off coming up here. Out in front, Devlin couldn't find it. Devlin trying to stick with it. Devlin passes Champagny. Wrap around, save Schemenauer! Champagny making the move right through the crease. Hard to stop Nick Champagny. But Schemenauer made a great save just a moment ago. Sandwich has not scored since 2 games ago. Got shut out against Marshfield over the weekend. Their game before that against Dedham, and that was a 1-1 tie. Oh, that's not right. The last game was against Nantucket. The game before that was a 1-1 tie against Dedham. And the game against Nantucket, of course, they scored. Won that game 3-2. This is brought offside by Falmouth. A man right to the net. For that second Falmouth goal, but my camera work, I don't know. 2.5 to go in this third period. Puck out of play. But I don't seem to recall them saying it was Champagny's goal. But I thought it was. It looked like Champagny had shot that puck. So I will say it was Champagny's goal. I'm not sure if that's what they officially went with, but it was Champagny that shot it on that second goal. It went in front. I don't think off a teammate, and everybody gravitated to Champagny. Big check, Childers and Sam Olson. So let's give Champagny the second goal. Stone Devlin, of course, the first, and of course, the third goal going to Jake Rosado. Now there was pushing and shoving in front of the net, and I think both of the players there are going off. Now, folks, I'm nothing if not persistent, but sometimes the one-man band act takes a little while. Hope you've been enjoying this one. Great action in all 3 periods. Carson Schemenauer might not get the win here, but he has played hard in the entire game and has stopped a number of tough shots, a lot of them from Nick Champagny. Wraparound tried just a moment ago, very close to going in, but he reached out there with the toe to get it. So let's see what they put up there. Just Sandwich is actually, oh no, they put both up. And it is still 5-on-5. 2-on-1 possibility here, past the Jack Hemian on the wing, he's got some space, and that's glanced away by Kevin Duarte. A little slow developing there, but that pass was on the money to Hemian. And with some 4-on-4 space here, Sandwich has 3 goals they need to score in a minute 31. Might not happen here, but they were close to at least getting the shutout. And now Carson Schemenauer will go to the bench for an extra skater. So Sandwich believes perhaps they can get something happening here. It's now 5-on-4 with the extra skater out for Sandwich. Penalized players for Falmouth, it was Mike Comesso. For Sandwich, it was Nick Eastman, is that right? Empty net for Sandwich. Less than a minute to go in the third period. Sandwich has got the extra skater out there. Centering attempt knocked down in the circle. Swept ahead. Empty net time for Kevin Coyne. Bingo. Kevin Coyne with the empty netter. Falmouth will get the win. That is a certainty now. Kevin Coyne with the goal. Coyne, the freshman, gets his first. And Sandwich will continue to ask where the offense is. Had some chances in this one. But had to spend a lot of time playing defense thanks to the offensive creativity of one Nick Champagny and company. Now just 10 seconds left. Game winner will go to Stone Devlin for the last second goal in the first period. Shutout time for Kevin Duarte. His third shutout of the season. Tough loss for Carson Schemenauer, who played very well in this one. Besides the game winner, we also had goals from Nick Champagny, as well as Jake Rosado and Kevin Coyne. Those were the goal scorers for Falmouth. The Clippers improved to 6-1-1 overall. Sandwich falls to 4-3-2. Reminder, our next Cape Cod High School game of the week is coming your way on Saturday. That'll be Nauset at Falmouth. We'll be live from Falmouth Ice Arena. And the time of that one is going to be at 7 p.m. So won't you join us live on YouTube and searchable through the hashtag Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week, or on yours truly's Twitter handle. That's Jim_McCabe_40, MCC Abe like Abe Lincoln. Thanks for being with us here for this one on this Wednesday night edition of Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. And the final score 4-0 Falmouth over Sandwich. Thanks for being with us.